Good day everyone, this is Joe Tompkins for Lendesk and Finmo. Today I'm discussing fast underwriting in the Finmo platform and some of the great features that we have included to help you know where you left off on a file and how to underwrite it smoothly to remove all the validation errors. Let's check it out. Let's jump into a deal. We're going to jump into a deal here for Alexander Edler. You can see that the borrower can no longer edit. We have 3 of 21 document requests uploaded, consent. Moving across, you'll see we have a closing date now. So let's go ahead and jump into the deal. In the overview tab, you're going to be able to see all the communication that has gone out to your client and back from the client. But now let's underwrite the deal. So starting off at the very top, you're going to see the GDS, TDS, and loan to value in here. If you click on the calculator, you're going to be able to see the qualifying details. You're going to be able to see subject rental income and rental offset. You can edit everything in here and it will be reflected on the application as well. Depending on the loan to value, of course, you can adjust and turn off or on the premium for mortgage insurance. Annual taxes you can enter in here as well, and the heating expenses per month. Save changes. This will all be reflected on the application now. As well here we have the payment details for the mortgage. You can come back to this in a moment and we'll check that out. But I want to talk about underwriting a deal in Finmo and how it's important to really see how the program was designed and the best way to use it. So getting going, what I always recommend to people, and this comes from many different teams across the country, of how to use the platform and how our developers designed it to be used. In here you can quickly scan and see what's missing. Financing condition date, no problem. Let's go ahead and let's drop that in there. Save changes and minimize it. Go to the next section. Everything looks good in there. Minimize it. Missing the social insurance number, go ahead, put that in, save the changes and minimize it. Now let's say that you've been distracted and you have to jump out and into another deal. So you do that, you leave. Or perhaps you even log out of the application and then you come back to it an hour or so later and you know that you have to finish off Mr. Edler's deal. So you can get into it right from here, or you go to the deal screen and you go back into his deal. Once you go back into his deal, you're going to see exactly where you left off your underwriting. And here we are here. Everything that you've collapsed is still collapsed, and everything that you expanded is still expanded. So you're going to know that this is where you left off, and you can jump right back into your underwriting flow and carry on. Go ahead, finish off his employment, confirm his income via the documents, and then minimize that. As you go through, you'll see the assets, what's being used for the down payment. Minimize that if it looks good, and then go ahead and pull credit for the borrower. Once the credit bureau has been pulled, you'll see that it populates here. Of course, this isn't an active account, so you can go ahead and view the credit report. You can then go ahead and open this in a new tab, move it to another one of your screens if you use multiple screens, come back to the deal, and then check out the liabilities that all get added in here. If it comes from the credit bureau, you're going to see it right here, from credit bureau. So you're going to be able to distinguish which ones you have added manually or what has come from the credit bureau. To edit these, you simply check this off and you can choose to pay it off prior to advance and save the changes. Same with this one as well, prior to advance and save changes. And you'll see the GDS and TDS changing accordingly. Once you're done on this section, you go ahead and minimize that again, knowing that you've gone through it and you don't need to go back to it. Now you want to edit the property details, no problem. Add in the rental offset or add back, whatever rule you need to use, and you'll see the GDS and TDS change immediately as you save this. Add it back, the TDS is dropped. On to the next section, subject property. Autocomplete address in here as well. You can go ahead and put the suite income that you're going to be receiving, and that will adjust accordingly. Working through the application, you can tab through each one of these sections and you can finish it very quickly. Detached, freehold, square footage or square meter by hitting S twice. Lot size, same thing here. Just tab through twice. Electric baseboard, municipal, 1 unit. and it is a 2-story, 10 years old. And garage, you can choose none or any one of the other letters, and it'll automatically populate there for you. Or, of course, you can hit the drop down and do it this way. Once you've completed that, you save changes. Now you have your GDS and TDS lining up and looking good, and you want to go ahead and build some scenarios for the client. So let's minimize the subject property. In here, you'll see that there's no details about a mortgage payment. You click Edit. It drops down the payment details here. And again, you can tab through variable, first mortgage, 25 years with 30, do not include, let's make monthly payments, and it's a closed term. Save the changes, and you'll see the monthly payments here. If the client wants to know what it's going to be accelerated, and it shows it there. That's complete. And then, of course, we have our sister program, Lender Spotlight. You can click on this, click Find Available Products. It's going to open up Lender Spotlight for you. It's going to set the filters. You can drill down a little bit further. You can say conventional insurable. Don't forget that he's business for self, income qualified. And then go ahead and add in some of your favorite products from your favorite lenders and build up a comparison that you can quickly share with your client so they know that they're getting the right information and the best advice. Let's go ahead and compare the 3 products and skip past this part and just create a report. Put a note into your client. Uncheck what you don't want them to see. Check off the features you would like them to see, and create a customized report for your client that you can present or download and send via email, however you would like to present that to the client. Then, once you've made the decision and everything is good to go, your deal has now been pre-validated. Everything has been collapsed. GDS and TDS are looking good. You have credit consent on file, and now you want to go ahead and submit. You go to the submit screen. There you'll see our link to Lender Spotlight again right here. And then you go ahead and choose your favorite lender. And it's going to take you in to the liability section where you'll see you have minimal validation errors because you've worked through the deal properly, minimized as you've worked through it. Pulls in the down payment information. GDS and TDS, it pulls in from the properties here. You can see what you used by clicking on the edit details. And then, of course, the mortgage information, it pulls this in from the payment details here. So all you need to do is do some tweaking in here, add in the interest adjustment date. No, it's not with that lender. Everything else looks great. Save changes. Choose the submission agent on the deal and choose the agent on the deal. And packaging notes. Save the changes and submit to the lender. Any validation errors, of course, will be highlighted here. And then you're done. In under 9 minutes, you've been able to go through, underwrite a complete deal, package it, and get it ready to send off to a lender. This is listed as a draft. If it had been submitted, it would have said submitted right there. Going back to our deal screen, you're going to be able to see here that you're under draft status or multiple drafts, or it's being submitted, or it's approved, etc. And you can always access it right there. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you online soon. Take care.